Hello and good morning, everyone. We are doing an early episode because I messed up, but that's not important. What is important is downtime actions.
Yay!
Who knows what they're doing?
I know what I'm doing. I'm
Cool,
leveling up.
cool.
Uh, and I also would like to meet up with Maria the Wolf Lady to make sure that her curse is broken.
Yes,
Uh, because I still feel bad about that. Uh,
good.
but before I go, can I would like to try to bake some muffins to get to them. So like, cause it was like apology muffins, like the equivalent of high fantasy muffins. I
Okay.
don't know if high fantasy settings have muffins, but
I
yeah.
mean, I'm sure they do. Uh, Make a persuasion check with advantage
Okay. Okay.
and beat an 18.
Yeah, love it.
Okay.
Good first roll for the day.
Good rolls. You don't have inspiration. Oops.
You know.
All right, so that doesn't mean you fail. What that does mean is you go into this situation at a disadvantage, not like rolling wise, but
Okay.
um, so yeah, fly over the woods with one of the griffins, searching for Maria and her pack. Um, you eventually find them. Um, you also notice with them is that large goblin,
Oh,
um,
okay.
and another hobgoblin.
Okay. We didn't attack the goblin the first time, right?
Right, he attacked you.
But we left.
Correct.
Yay! So we're nice people. Okay, okay, okay.
Um, where did I put them? Oops. Sorry. Um, Very strange. So yeah, you find this pack. You settle down in a clearing nearby, and very soon after, you find yourself surrounded by gnolls and this enormous goblin and this other person. And Maria approaches you, teeth bared. Bold of you to come alone.
Um, Hi, I made cupcakes. I am very sorry about not breaking your curse, but to my defense, I did pass out in what I think was a not safe situation. Anyhow, I I was knocked out immediately after taking down Bruska, and I was carried back to the city, so that's the only reason I didn't come to break your curse earlier. Uh I make some cupcakes to make up for it. And I'm here to break your curse now.
She thinks about it, looks at you. Um, Found it.
Meanwhile, I'm handing out, trying to hand out cupcakes to the gnolls and the other creatures. Like cupcake.
Yeah,
Anyone
so
a cupcake?
they accept the cupcakes, but they don't immediately eat them. Um, Roll another persuasion check.
Okay.
Normal. Okay. Um, Maria, like, that's fair, I guess. Fair reason not to have completed your end of the bargain, seeing as you're here to do it now. Um, but behind her, the hobgoblin speaks up, like, one question before we go ahead with this. Who killed the goblin babies?
Does Blythe know about goblin babies? I
I
don't.
don't remember. I think she was unconscious for that.
Oh, in the basement.
Yes, in the basement.
Ah, no, I think she was just outside and then was unconscious. Because I think I literally said, I don't want to know about this and kept
Right.
her outside. So I guess she doesn't know?
Yeah, you can say I don't know.
I don't know anything about goblin babies.
That's a real convenient excuse.
When? Where?
At a hut in the basement.
Oh, whose basement?
Runska's basement.
Oh, I didn't get to go to the basement. I kind of was outside, and then I went to the kitchen mostly, and then I left the kitchen, and then there was like flowers and trees on the outside that had outgrown, and then I passed out. So like in that timeline, I didn't get to go to the kitchen.
Well, ask around. And he
Okay.
turns around and walks away in a huff.
I'm sorry about the goblin babies.
Um, yeah, Maria allows you to cast whatever you're going to cast on her.
So I'm gonna cast remove curse. Kind of like gonna put my hands on her face. Be like, okay,
Um,
this is my first time doing this.
yes,
I
you
hope
cast
that births
remove
that
curse.
births first. Yes.
Um, and there's like a ripple in her fur, and it recedes, and her snout becomes a face, and she becomes just a normal woman.
Oh, hello.
Thank you for that.
No problem. To be honest, I thought you were gonna become a wolf, but humans are also cool.
You thought I was cursed to be a wolf person as a wolf?
Yeah, it can be quite tough to have knowledge of yourself, what instead of just being happy and free and doing your own stuff.
So you thought I was in a werewolf?
I thought you were a wolf that was cursed to have self
Yeah,
awareness.
an a werewolf.
Ah, yes. Ah, uh,
Um, huh. No, I was just a
ah.
regular werewolf.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you,
Well,
though.
I'm glad your curse is broken, and I hope you like the cupcakes.
And she takes one and tries it and is like, yeah, these are really good. Thank you. And
What are you
immediately
gonna?
all of the gnolls just like scarf them down once she
Oh,
does. Once she like
okay.
starts to eat.
Blythe is very happy at this. She was very nervous about the cupcakes. Um, uh, what are you gonna be doing now that you're no longer a werewolf and you don't need to kill Bruska anymore?
Um, well, I'm probably still gonna work for Randy. He pays pretty well.
Randy the Goblin.
No?
Oh, there is a goblin whose name I know, who that goblin knows the name of too. And she points at the goblin over there.
And the goblin looks around and they say something to it in goblin. Ganth!
Yes, yes, it is Ganth.
And then the
I'm glad.
hobgoblin that was talking about the babies speaks up. Is like, yeah, I'm Ganth. What about me?
Oh, hi. You were the other person we were told to look for when trying to take Bruska down. Oh, wait, I think I get it. You wanted to help the the other people that Bruska was using as uh her crew.
Yeah,
You wanted to help them.
she's
Oh, that's
been,
why you were the other
enslaving my
person.
kind for years.
I'm very sorry. Well, she will not be doing it anymore.
Thanks, but still gotta deal with the dead.
I'm very sorry about that. What is death?
What? You
What
ask
is?
what is death?
Yeah. Well,
Is this like a
if
philosophy thing, or are you just really clueless?
I'm clueless, it
Like you're aware Brunska's dead, right?
she was taken down, but that doesn't mean that like it's like I don't know.
She's gone forever. Her soul leaves her
No.
body.
Well, but everything is a circle, right? Well, he's not gone forever, forever.
Squares aren't circles.
I don't like this conversation. Uh, um, I, you could argue that squares are circles.
I guess they're
They,
continuous.
yeah.
I mean, if you want to say everything's continuous, I guess, but I don't know what happens after death.
So, so we're not gonna see Bruska ever again?
I hope not.
Well, I hope not too, but like, hmm. And she's just kind of like zones out completely
Yeah,
for
just
the next few minutes.
disassociates.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so they like talk amongst themselves, kind of figure out what's going on with you, if you're okay. Clearly you're not.
No.
um, cool. I think we'll end the scene there.
Yeah. Just
Not.
staring at a wall. I'm glad I woke up earlier and got the chance to get the coffee because Blythe has so much energy and I'm just like, oh god. Preppy at 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday.
Cool. So that's your downtime action. Does anyone else know what they're doing? And you leveled up.
Yay! For level 9, Blythe has decided to be a problem. Very excited for her.
I know what I'm doing, and it should be pretty simple if I can connect.
Okay.
So Feste has not been here in a little bit, but what he's been doing in the last last little while has been trying to figure out what it is that he can do to make himself profitable as a commercial DJ here in the West Marches. And he has been trying to kind of spring things on people, try out new things, sort of bring things into the consciousness. He tried to invent birthday parties to varied success. And he's decided that perhaps instead of taking such a straightforward approach, because again, the success has been middling, he is instead going to just chill a little bit, by which I mean he's going to go into the tavern and sit in the back and watch and listen for a night. I'm going to take the study action to try and see what it is that the normal people enjoy to do when they're relaxing.
Okay. So you can pick your lifestyle.
Oh, always going big.
Okay, so 40 gold for rich. And then you can add up to plus 3 more for 100 gold each.
I'm not going to, just because of who I am as a person.
Yeah, so you got a plus 2. You can make a intelligence check and add investigation.
Okay.
If you're proficient with that.
I am not. But I'm going to roll it anyway. Maybe I should have taken that bonus anyway. Here it is.
Okay. So a 10.
Yes. I'm very proud of that 10.
You gain 2 bits of lore. You can ask 2 questions. Or if you'd like, you can pick any of the lower numbers. But they're basically less good.
Yeah. Um, one sec. I don't actually have the study list of questions.
There's no list of questions.
Oh,
There's
okay.
just like
Sorry,
you
I
can
thought there
ask
was.
any 2 questions, and I
Oh,
will
legitness.
answer
Perfect.
you.
Sorry. I was doing like training the last couple of times, so I was like, I'm out of practice the study. Okay. So I would ask, first of all, because I know this is something Festi hasn't paid attention to, but that may or may not be important. And I know this isn't going to be important to the mission, so sorry everyone who might have wanted a bonus. But what kind of music do they play in the tavern, or do they at all?
They do. They play. They have a couple drinking songs. They have. Um, there's a guy who regularly plays the balalaika. A couple drums. Simple like folksy songs, like if you look up any sort of like Slavic folk music, that kind of thing. There is some throat singing, but not many people do it.
All right, all right. So, all right, I can work with this. And gosh, I know that. Does there seem to be, and I guess this would just be kind of in this particular locale where he is observing this the one time, but does there seem to be any type of celebration or congratulatory stuff going on, or is this just like a normal night? Like, does
This
anyone seem to be celebrating anything?
uh, make a luck check. Just roll a flat d20. This just seems to be a normal night.
Legitness. Okay. In which case, I'm just gonna, Festi's just gonna kind of like chill out, do some shots just for the hell of it, and just kind of vibe. I'm
Cool.
gathering crucial intel. I'm going to use this information in terrible ways, so I appreciate it.
Good. All right. Who would like to go next?
I also have a pretty quick one.
Okay.
Theriel's also leveling up, took another level in Ranger, so now level 6 Ranger, level 1 Bard.
Nice.
And they want to use their wood carver's tool. I joked about the friendship bracelets for Blythe and Theariel, but they're gonna use their wood carver's tool to make Blythe a little bird statue. They're just like a little bird wood carving.
That's very cute. That's so cute. Ah.
They gave her Blythe gave Theariel a hat, I think it was. So
Yeah.
they are returning the favor with a little wooden birdie.
Cool.
Does Blythe have a particular type of bird she likes? Because otherwise they're just gonna make a small form of Naira, their raven companion, for her.
She likes sparrows, but whatever bird Thero would like to make, Blythe would be very happy with.
Okay, so just a little wooden raven. That's what they're gonna make.
Cool.
And when she gets back, they track her down. They're like, so I'm not usually the type of person to go around and do things of this sort of nature, but I made this for you. And they give it to her.
Like her feathers puff up, like and she's just kind of like, "Thank you so much. You didn't have to. Thank you." And she kind of like, I guess she takes it, and she's just like, "Oh my god, it's so pretty. I love birds. You knew I love birds. Thank you so much. This is amazing. I'm gonna treasure it forever. Thank you so much. Can I use it as my Arcana focus?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Sword, scimitar, dagger, the raven totem. Thank you so much. I didn't get you anything else, but I hope you like the hat.
They are wearing the hat.
It looks super nice on you. Is the hat active? Yeah.
What?
Is the hat active, or do they have to attune it?
I think you can already have been attuned to it.
Okay. Okay. The hat looks
I know that
fantastic.
The hat was magic.
Oh, well. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna tell you that as late.
Alright, Adam.
Because it's just like, yeah, it's a pretty hat.
It's a pretty hat.
Yeah.
They're wearing the pretty hat.
You look really good. I'm really glad you like it.
And they kind of tip the hat cowboy style.
Yay! So yeah, I'll be using the bird as my Arcana focus.
Awesome. And Dave.
Yes. I too am leveling up, so shouldn't be too much like the last mission with our hour of downtime actions.
Yeah.
I think because of the nature of the level itself, which is 17, and access to 9th level spells, I think this is going to be some deep study specifically on the healing magics. And even though she may be a world conqueror and leader of world destroyers, I think Dovsov's going straight to Last Breath of a Dying Friend for aid in uncovering the mysteries of mass heal and true resurrection.
Cool. Yeah, Last Breath, I believe, knows how to do those.
Great.
I'm pretty sure that's part of their stat block. So yeah, she can show you the intricacies of just resurrecting someone and healing large groups of people. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, we could play that scene out, or it's the morning and we can kind of adjust to our normally scheduled programming.
I don't have any kind of idea what that scene would be
Exactly.
at the moment.
It works.
But yeah, cool. Okay, so we are doing a search and rescue mission.
We are.
Who are we searching for?
We're searching for the Great Owl.
Yes.
I need to tone down the energy because I don't even have it. I
sorry.
feel like everyone else is just woke up and is like, oh, stop. No.
And I'm sorry I didn't say it before because I didn't notice, but I also leveled up. I'm level 7 now
Okay.
from the last time because I last played in June. Sorry.
Right.
So I didn't realize I was looking at my EXP as we were talking, and I was like, oh, okay.
Cool.
Sorry.
So you're searching for the Elder Owl. What clues do you have?
Well, we know that they were taken by people and a large wood person.
Yes.
I think that's yeah, that's about it.
It's the vision, the information we got. It seemed like it was a not like a kidnapping so much as the elder owl was taken at a meeting. Like
Yeah,
they
there
were
was an
they were there willingly and
yeah.
then taken.
Yeah.
But yeah, tree and people. That's kind of our dangling thread right now.
Okay. So, who do you want to talk to get some information?
Can
Or what
I
spells do you want to cast? Or whatever.
could I pray to Ralka to ask a
Yes.
question? Okay. So I'm gonna hold my scimitar because
Okay.
I feel like that's the closest thing I have to him. And I'm gonna be like, hey Ralka, are you there? Does this work? Hello? And try to concentrate on that as hard as I can.
Okay. Make a religion check.
Oh god, I never take. Oh god, I have a 0 on it.
We get an 11.
Okay. Considering that my modifier is 0, could have been worse.
Relcath doesn't respond.
Kind of like I look at the scimitar, I'm like, Ralka, as if he's right there. Just like, hello.
This avenue of questioning will lead you nowhere.
Yeah. No, I don't think I didn't think it would. I never give religion to my characters ever. Always bites me in the ass. Can we talk to the guy whose wife is a tree?
Yeah, that was Dovtoff's immediate
Yes, you can.
logical leap. There was, oh well, what trees do we know?
Yes, you can speak with Razzlethrax, Beladaxaclax, and his pregnant tree wife.
Yes. The fact that even though we didn't want to have the same kind of downtime action as previous time, we're going back to the same guy.
This is our A story at this point, as far as I'm concerned, in Molduna.
Yeah.
Is,
Yeah.
you know, this guy got his tree pregnant.
So, you go to the Wizard's Tower outside of town, where
Yeah.
Razzlethrax and his wife are taking a walk. There's lots of bagpipe music being played, because that is what Razzlethrax does in order to speak with her.
I point out the tree and the person to Thera. I go, they're together and she's pregnant. Well, she was pregnant last we checked.
She's still currently pregnant. She hasn't given birth yet.
The Ariel's is kind of like, what?
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. But he plays her the bagpipes, and I tried that, and I also talked to a tree. It was great. And then I walked into a fairy ring. You were there for that. But then I talked to a tree, and I summoned a little tornado around me too. It was really fun. Big tree. Very nice tree. Yes, sorry. Hello.
But yeah, you go up to Razzlethrax Beladaxaclax. He stops playing his bagpipes, and well, hello there again. How are you doing today?
Greetings and salutations, Razzlethrax Beladax. It is I, your friend and prayer guy, Doff Brimble Bramble.
Right?
Lord, you know me. We've met.
We've met, yeah.
So hey, do you know anything about other tree people? Other trees? Tree others?
I know about treants, yeah. What do you need to know?
We are on a quest. We were in the forest of the Elder Owl, and it has gone missing. And we were informed by
The owl or the
otherworldly-
tree?
Say
The
again?
owl.
Which one?
The
The
owl,
owl
yes.
went missing, okay.
Yeah, tree's good, but we received a vision, a missive that the Elder Owl was taken by other treants. Do you know anything about the treants of that area, or who the Elder Owl might meet with?
Well, let me roll.
Or does Tree
something
know?
for him.
She looks great, by the way. Oh wow.
So he's not supposed to roll with advantage.
I mean, but can he?
He can, sure. Well, the Elder Owl was a vassal of the Spring Queen before he fled. The Spring Queen is a tree person.
There is a spring queen.
Yeah, there's a Spring Queen, a Summer King, a Fall Queen, and a Winter King.
This reminds Blythe of something, but she's not quite sure what it is, so she's just like,
I had no idea the Spring Queen was a treant.
Well, I mean, sort of. She's more of a dryad kind of thing, but
All right.
she is more like a progenitor of all those kinds of things than one of them.
Impressive and tiring.
Oh, not like that.
Dothoff looks at Tree or looks at Tree.
But yeah, there's I think Diarxis is around somewhere. He's king of Treants, the actual Treants. He could probably tell you something about it.
what is his name?
Diarxis.
I hope you spelled that right. Okay. Nyaxis. Okay. Thank you. I have a question.
Yes.
What is your nickname?
My nickname,
Yeah,
Raz.
Raz.
Yep. R-A-Z.
Okay. Do you remember me on Blythe we met?
Yes, I do.
Bit ago? How is Tree doing?
Oh, Tree's doing great. We're just going on for a walk.
Oh. Yeah,
Why?
that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, just wanted to see how you were. Okay, what was the name I just forgot? I like blanked out completely.
Diarxis.
Nyaxis?
King of
no,
Treants.
the nickname of the guy.
Oh, Raz.
Raz. Literally 3 letters. My brain went, no.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is his name. And this is his nickname.
Yes. No, that's why I was like, okay, what's the nickname? Because I'm never gonna forget. Razelthrax Baladexelclax.
Yep. That's my name.
That's a beautiful name. It's a very pretty name.
Thank you.
Would you know anything else about where we could find the Spring Queen or the King of the Triad?
Oh, the King of Treants is just in town. He's been here with his host as representative for the Queen.
Oh. Are the Queen of Spring and the King of Trians together? Is that the dynamic?
Oh no, he's like a vassal, kind of like the Elder Owl.
Okay.
They
I mean,
all
like
go by
what-
king, queen, that kind of thing, because they all are kings and queens, but they're under the High Queen of Spring.
That's fair. We are all kings and queens.
Right, we are.
Life kind of like just goes to pet tree.
But yeah, the Spring Queen could be found probably in her capital, Verdile.
Would we know where that is on the map?
It's not on the map, but there is a portal to the Verdile University.
Which I wanted to visit to learn. What was I learning? I'm learning a language.
Gith.
Gith. Yeah. Okay, that's nice. That's about all the. Well, thank you so much for the information, and sorry for interrupting your stroll. Does Tree move? Look, I just have to ask.
Yes, tree is an ambulatory tree. Like she
Oh,
goes on the walk. He sits in her.
that's even cuter. Good Tree. Well, we're sorry for interrupting your walk. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for your help.
My pleasure. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I hope so too. Bye bye.
And yeah, he begins playing his bagpipes again, and Tree begins moving, walking.
Isn't that super cool? She says. She says to Theorol and points at.
It certainly is something.
So
Where
what's
is-
next?
Where's the portal for the thing?
The
For the
portal is just
university?
in the barracks.
Really? That's
Yes.
convenient.
Yes, there's a portal. It leads to Verdile and it leads to the Rookery. I don't know where. Do we not have a portal on the map? Oh, we don't have a portal on the map, but it's somewhere in Zarnemsa, just in town.
So should we go through the portal to the university and then look from there? Oh, but the representative is in
Yeah,
town.
we can check in with
Yeah, you can go
Nyarxus
talk
to
with
see
Nyarxus.
if he knows anything before heading off to Verdile. Dotov has not been through that portal,
And
except to go to the Rookery, but is unsure of Verdile.
Never really been through a portal before. I've been on a flying vehicle. I don't want to say spaceship. Which
The Sun Jumper.
took us the Sun Jumper, which took us through the sun. That was an interesting experience. But I've never been through a portal. It's gonna be fun.
while y'all are talking to this person, mind if I run a quick errand?
Go for it.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I will do that. I can do that before or after.
Let's do it now.
Okay. Is there anywhere in this small town that I could purchase a bagpipe?
Yes.
All right. So, being kind of an outsider from this, what Feste has seen within this moment, kind of in following up on his observation, is that we're going to have to deal with a tree person, and that tree people seem to really like bagpipes. And so he's putting 2 and 4 together to make 6, and is going to try and be useful in what way he can. So
Connected the 2 dots. You didn't connect shit. I've connected them.
exactly. So I want some bagpipes. I'm assuming I would know where to buy a musical instrument if need be, correct?
Yes, the town has been growing steadily for the past
Yeah.
few months while you've been hanging out. And yeah, there's music shops and other new things going on in town. Yeah, you can buy a bagpipe very easily.
Excellent. So I'm gonna slide in there and be like, hey, listen, I know you got all kinds of instruments here. I'm gonna be in and out, super easy. I'm looking for, and I know this is gonna sound a little scandalous, kind of the sexiest instrument you have. I'm looking for some bagpipes right now. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. Which kind do you want?
Didn't realize there were kinds.
This
what
guy
flavor
goes
is it?
into the history of bagpipes.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off right there. Which one's sexiest? I need the sexiest bagpipe you have.
Make a D20 luck roll.
Sure. Because that again, this is what I know. I know that it's not, a guy who plays a bagpipe, he gets a tree pregnant. This is the 1 and 2 I've put
Right.
together.
So yeah, he points you to a wall of bagpipes, and he pulls one off. It is neon blue and forest green.
All right.
Like checkers.
All right, let's do it. Let's make it happen. I'm all in. I assume this thing is kind of like a figure it out as you go type instrument. I'm pretty sure I got at least a little bit of proficiency there. I can figure that out. I mean, I could play a dulcimer. How different is it?
Right. Quite similar, I guess.
I mean, it's basically the same thing. I mean, take a look at it. I'm not quite sure what this and this does, but I'll figure it out.
Right. So this is the one you blow into, and these are the ones that you hold on to.
All right, all right.
Other than
Yeah,
that, just squeeze with your arms.
all right. I do it.
Yeah, make a performance check.
Oh hell yeah! Stars on my spell list. Performance, alphabetical. Haha. One of my few positive stats.
Yeah. Despite not really knowing many instruments, you got this.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah. You do that droning tone, and then you were able to add on to that.
Yeah, it sounds somewhat like Darude Sandstorm. I imagine, because that'd be my go-to.
Yes.
I'm now Googling the root sandstorm played by bagpipes.
I know.
Excuse me for a second.
Please
Um,
tell me it
It
exists.
must exist. There has to be one.
So, what'll this bad boy run me?
Oh, just 5 gold.
Oh, all right. Ah, nice.
Oh my
Excellent.
fucking god, it exists.
So I will pay for it. I'm good for it.
Very nice. I look forward to listening to this later. But yeah, you get your bagpipes. It's electric blue and forest green. Cool.
All right,
wish I
I
had this
now
one.
have bagpipes equipped, and obviously this happened while y'all were talking to this scene that's about to happen. I'll meet back up with you right after.
Yeah, so the rest of you talk with Nyarxus. He is in the woods, almost indistinguishable from a regular tree. But when you approach him, he does unfold into a more humanoid form.
Eric,
Yes.
Nyarxus was he fought alongside the Phoenix Guard at Season's Greetings, right?
I believe so.
I have a question as out of character. Blythe has been on a mission to a tower, where there was a lady that was of wind and a lot of winter, like seasonal, like beings who were mentioned.
Was this
Like the-
Arencard's tower?
Yes, the one with the mage eater in it.
Oh, yes. The Four Winds lady. The Master of Four Winds.
With Uriaris and
Yeah.
actually,
That was Irelias, Master of Four Winds.
yes, which is my friend that I betrayed, and they don't like me anymore.
Yes.
But that's like the only one season that I haven't noted down is the spring one. Is this the same people?
What do you mean by same people?
So like these are the season spirits, I guess. Confused. Like, so what's the hierarchy of seasons? Like kings, queens, and then like Uriaris would be the equivalent of the spring queen? Is that how that works?
I believe that Doftoff is aware of this. You could ask him.
Yeah. Dude, how deep we want to get. Yeah, the Four Seasons kind of rule over their respective territories. Arencard was the Winter King, and he used his magics to betwixt and betray some of his other fellow seasonal rulers.
So did you kill him?
I didn't personally, but he has been defeated, yes.
When you say defeated, does that mean he can come back or he's not coming back?
He's probably coming back in some form. He was killed, but he also, we discovered, apparently on separate missions, that he has um,
The clones.
clones,
Yeah, I
and
remember
also
there was a vat with a tube and a thing in it. I
because
was told not to touch it.
because the Deadlands are closed, and souls cannot leave them. Anyone who dies on this plane just goes to the Deadlands and is there, and they often come back and cause mischief and trouble here. So
So
he's
when
likely to come
people
back in some form or another.
when people say someone dies, they don't really die. They go somewhere.
They do go somewhere.
Okay. Okay. Where is that?
I ask for Falls to ring his bell for you the next time you talk to him. It's a plane. It's a Blanche Purple Fields. They've got a train in a bunch of locations. Lord Rahl is there, and
So
he's
there.
a skin man.
So would Bruska be there?
If she died here on this plane, or in the lands of Molduna, then she would likely be there.
Okay. So they go somewhere. Okay. And she just like goes towards the Dryad King. Just kind of like, okay. Marching forward. I just caught with my peripheral vision that it's snowing like crazy outside and I don't want to look at it.
Yeah, it's snowing
Yeah.
here too.
The seasonal rulers, like, out of context, this would have been communicated at some point, are four like legendary adventurers who
Yeah.
all became their own leaders.
So is the Spring Queen one of them?
She is. Or
Okay. She's
is her-
literally the
is-
only other person I didn't know about. That's so cool.
Is her daughter in charge now? I don't. Stuff happened with the betrayal
Yes.
up there, and she was under the control of Arncard and stuff. So I don't really remember.
Yeah,
I wasn't there.
Elazor was in town briefly, but then she went home to take over her queendom.
Cool. So I did remember correctly. Okay, cool. Should we go up to Nyarxus?
Yeah, so you meet Nyarxus. He's this man made of wood. Normally he looks like a tree, but when speaking or fighting, he changes to a more humanoid form. Kind of like a golem. He says, "Hello, I don't believe we've met." To the
Hello.
three of you, or the two of you that he hasn't met. I think he's met Toff.
Oh. Blight says hello and does like a little curtsy.
He
Which is
bows.
just-
Toff also bows.
Ariel also bows.
I feel like Theo would look at the other two and be like, oh, we're doing this, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. They're kind of just standing there. They see them do that, and then they're like, "Oh, I should probably."
Are we off to war?
Well,
Eventually, but not right now. Hey, you know about trees, right?
Yes, I am a tree.
you're a very pretty tree.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm
You're a
Blight.
pretty bird.
Thank you.
Are you familiar with the Elder Owl of the forest of said name?
I am.
Do you have any idea who and what trees or dryads the Elder Owl would have been meeting with in recent times?
Hmm. I could think of a few. Would you like a list?
Yes, please.
Sure, you can pare that down for those who might want to take or kidnap or owl nap him.
Owlnap. Yes. The queen would like to owlnap him.
Why?
He is a traitor.
Oh, wait, why?
He abandoned his post.
But he didn't abandon it. He was taken from his post.
Daftoff looks over. I think this happened before all that.
Oh, but he's been at the forest was named after him. He has to have been there. That has to be his post.
He went north with Ilazor and left when he thought she died.
So what would happen to him if the queen got him?
A trial.
The game done changed. We Phoenix right now.
Okay.
Objection.
You got that wrong.
Could there be any other tree persons that would like to kidnap the owl? Or is it most certainly the queen?
If someone has kidnapped him, it would be the queen.
Asked and answered. Nyraxis is an emissary of the queen, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Nyraxis, you and I fought together at the battle of at the Seasons Greetings event where all the seasons came together.
Yes.
We're bros, right? You'd be a character witness for me and my party.
Perhaps if I could be of use.
Sure. I guess if the queen is the one to have taken the Elder Owl, then we're off to Verdile.
Good.
I hear you have a university. That must be very nice.
We do. But I did not attend.
Well, me neither. I would like to visit. Very half a brain cell today with Blythe.
What are your intentions?
to visit. I want to get a Gith book to learn Gith. So I'm gonna visit the university to ask if I could borrow books to learn Gith.
I meant with the trial.
Oh, and she turns and looks at Dog.
Daftoff, she collar tugs, and he says, "The is this happening? Out of character break. Is this happening concurrently with the Seek and Destroy mission that the other? Okay, so we don't know the results of that mission yet, even though I've talked to Mike about it.
Right.
Okay. The forest of the Elder Owl is the tree specifically, which is a root point. It connects to other worlds, other planes. It is being attacked and consumed by a powerful earth elemental spirit. And without the Elder Owl to protect those woods, that tree will die. There must be a vanguard in the forest, and the Elder Owl is the only one who can do it.
If that is true, then
It is. I roll deception.
No, if it is true that only the Elder Owl
right
can do this, then you would be best suited proving his innocence. However, there is much proof of his guilt.
Where would one find all the proof of his guilt and his innocence? Would it be like a palace? Like...
I wouldn't know.
That's fair. I want to go get a ruby. Attention span. Nothing. Attention span of 0. I'm gonna come back to this in a second.
Okay.
Oh, I guess we need to have an audience with the queen or whoever is adjudicating his trial.
That would be a start. Yes.
Would you be able to introduce us to the right person?
The queen.
Well, I meant like come with us to say that we are there to help, just so people will be.
An introduction.
Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
Doftoff, lay a hand on Blythe and offer guidance if necessary.
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
Roll a
wait, what
d4.
does that mean? A D4?
Yeah, you add a d4 to the roll.
It's /R or R//? /R.
Slash
R.
R space D4 or 1d4.
Eh.
Hey, 21.
Yes, I am currently available.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go do some quick shopping and I'll be right back.
Very well. I will meet you at the portal.
Sounds great.
And he starts very slowly walking.
Doftoff stands there for a while waving.
Theriel, you have been very quiet. What are you up to?
Mostly because they're just kind of along for the ride.
Okay, that's fair.
They have very little to offer in this situation.
Okay, I just want to be open so that you can interject when you want. Yeah.
Don't worry, when it comes down to us playing Danganronpa, the D&D version, I'm sure I'll have something more to offer.
Shoot those truth bullets.
You got that wrong.
All right.
Just wait until they start playing Mind Taxi.
So you all meet up. Yes, Blythe wants to go shopping for something.
Yes, I want a ruby.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's probably someone who sells cut and uncut gems in town, taken from the mine.
How much worth of because we've never really talked about gem material components as like is it
Is this
in this game, is it treated as like if you have the gold then you can be assumed that you would have the materials?
Yeah, that's basically what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going for, Eva?
Yeah, yeah.
Is this a spell component?
It's a spell component. Yes.
Okay, so spell components with monetary values, I just assume you have them.
Okay.
You just take the
They're
gold
expensive.
off.
Okay, I'm gonna take the gold off.
Yeah, you take the gold off
25,000
when you use the spell.
Okay.
We assume you have liquid assets until you need to use them.
Okay. Good.
Because
Okay.
it is not particularly fun or like engaging, which is like, oh yes, I'm gonna buy all the spell components, and then suddenly you realize you don't have the one that you actually need.
No. The kitty. Oh.
What?
Oh.
Next 2 hours of game is just watching Leonard pet cat.
Oh, I didn't even know Leonard had his video. There's a cat.
Yeah, she wandered in.
There's the kitty.
She likes to sit on top of my notes. It's what she does. Sorry, continue.
No, that's fine. Cool.
So we can head on out to the portal.
Yes.
Four.
So you go on through the portal to Verdile. Verdile is this city. It is relatively flat, though it's on like a slight incline. It is bisected by a river that leads to a waterfall. And on one side of the waterfall is the castle, which is on a hill. It's got lots of spires, and it connects to a spire in the middle of the waterfall that has this like glowing blue light coming from inside of it. They're like caves that go into the spire. And yeah, the university is lower down on the hill. Yeah.
So, this portal, does it come out like inside of the university or like outside of?
It is
Like-
inside the university. Also, there's. Sorry. Yeah, there is. It is inside the university, yes.
So
So
are
you're,
we
like,
in a
stepping
room right
on-
now? Or
Yeah,
are we
you're in a
outside?
room in the university. They've got this like large auditorium-sized building with various portals. They've got a large portal network.
The portal station. We're here.
Yeah.
All right. First day of classes. Let's go. Where exactly are we going?
Well, you are going
Just 'cause
up
I wasn't
the
there,
hill to the castle.
Going to the castle.
Yeah.
Gotta punch
Alright.
out the biggest dude on the field.
All right. Let's go.
First day of class.
I'm very ready. And then he kind of pats the bagpipe.
Secret
and
weapon.
grins very confidently.
Cool. All right, so you.
Is Nyarxus keeping up, or is he doing his own thing?
Nyarxus does like speed up as you get ahead of him. He is capable of moving at a normal pace. He just doesn't like to. But now that you are, going up the hill, he is trudging along next to you. Yeah, you go up the hill to the wall of
Your
the
city is
castle.
beautiful, and the castle is gorgeous.
Thank you. Though it is not my city, nor my castle.
They're very pretty.
Indeed. And yeah, you get to this marble gatehouse with two guards people. They ask, for what purpose have they come? They recognize Nyarxus as the king of dryads and treants. He introduces himself and you as his guests, and they gather together an escort and bring you to the throne room. In the throne room, the trial is already in process.
This nightmare.
You see the Elder Owl, this gargantuan owl who is sitting in this very tiny chair in the middle of the room. He is not as glowing as he is in this picture. He is not on fire, but he does shed light. Around there are various guards. There are two at the front where you are arriving. There are also two satyr guards over here at the left side, and there are a few guards at the head, at the throne. There is Elazor, the Spring Queen, the new Spring Queen, flanked by her head of the Rose Guard, Captain Ananthir, and her religious advisor, the Bloodvine Bishop Jormaral. Nyarxus points out to you that off to the side in the balcony, you can see Eladile with the U Guard and Imwyrn the Mound Knight, who is basically this like pile of vines in the vague shape of a human with some armor on.
There's a lot of people in this room.
There's a lot of people
It's
in
not
this room.
names.
Yes, there's also Lord Arenaster at the side near where you are. He can't go upstairs. Well, he can go up. He can't go downstairs because he's a centaur.
Hmm.
So they let him stay on the regular ground.
Hey, this entire time, I'm just like shaking on Thero's sleeve and pointing things out to them as if they can. Like, they obviously can't see them, but just very excited. Like, look at the owl. It's so pretty and so big.
Yeah, Nyarx
They're
is.
nodding along like, I yes, I see. They're completely sincere about it, but they're not.
My favorite arc of this entire thing is Theariel being here and just being completely along for the ride.
Thero's just like, yeah, no, this makes sense. Yeah.
Quickly, Doptov recognizes Captain Enethir from being in Zarnemsa for a while and also
Mhm.
fighting Season's Greetings. I don't know that he's ever seen Ilizor before.
I mean, you haven't met her like during a mission, but
Right.
she was in Zarnemsa for a while. She probably kept to herself, didn't come to the temple ever. So you don't really know her, but you know of her.
And the question I really want to ask, you said Bloodvine Bishop.
Yes.
Does Doptov recognize Joe Morrell from the Blight Tree mission, where there was a self-save Bloodvine Bishop?
Roll a religion check. Hopefully you, the cleric, roll well.
I mean, we'll see. Literally have. Hey, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
That's all. That's all
You-
proficiency bonus.
you would know that Elazor was corrupted by one of those seeds, a blight seed, because of talking with, I don't remember who went on the mission, Akrin, Bellin, I think Footfalls. Jormaral is not the same guy, but he was similarly corrupted. He is one of Elazor's retinue and was the bishop and became corrupted. Now he is the Bloodvine Bishop. He has kept his powers, though the seed has been removed from him.
Okay.
Someone did surgery on all three of these people. I forget who did the surgery, but removed the seeds of corruption from them. Like one of your players, your fellow
Yeah,
player characters did surgery
Okay.
and helped them all out. So he is a good guy, but he does have the Bloodvine Bishop powers
Okay.
and kept the title because it's cool.
It is cool.
Behind them, there are windows. That's what those light blue things are. They go out to beyond the waterfall, just this big dip that goes to the ocean. Because this city is not only on a waterfall, also on a cliff on the ocean.
Blythe just kind of goes, should we be expected to be introduced to the queen, or should we just go? How is this gonna work?
I could probably talk to her. I've got a bagpipe.
You'll notice that she actually isn't made of wood.
All right, that throws off the whole plan.
But you do
There are
notice
a lot of wooden people here. Yes.
there are
Actually, no, not that many.
some. The U Guard. The U Guard are made of wood, these two. And Yilladile, who Nyarxus points out, she is the Queen Mother. She is Elazor's mother and former queen. She is made out of wood. She is this dark-skinned woman with long black hair and these like antlers that come out kind of like twigs.
So are we gonna be introduced?
Would you like to be introduced now, interrupting them, or would we rather wait for a break?
We would not
Have
like
has
to
have the
interrupt.
proceedings stopped at all as
We
these
entered?
5 people have
Yeah.
busted in?
I mean, you didn't bust in, you were allowed in. This is fairly normal. Like, other lords and ladies come by to watch the proceedings. It is expected that you are just late, as far as you can tell.
It might be more polite if we wait for a break, and it might be more favor. It might be in our favor to wait. Just thinking of a little bit of manners and politeness and whatnot.
We wait until there's a lull, and we break in, present our case, walk out of here. Everything's good with the owl.
Cool.
The Ariel like side eyes Festy a little bit, like.
I mean, there's gonna be more to it than that, but
So, you know some about court proceedings. It is perfectly fine to talk with the lords and ladies that are here, just not to interrupt the official proceedings. And if they tell you, buzz off, then you should probably do so. So, where do you go?
Blythe would like to talk to the tree queen. The queen mother.
Okay.
Simply because she's made out of tree.
Yeah.
She's fascinated by that.
So you go up the stairs, past Lord Arenaster, past
I
Pansarak,
like bow to all of them as I pass by them.
past Papa Smurlf.
I'm not gonna question that one actually.
Wait, which one's Arnester? Is it the centaur?
He's the big centaur man.
Okay.
You're going up the right side.
Yeah.
Oh, my mouse is off. That's why. It's
I
Arnaster.
forgot that we move our own characters.
Yes, you can move your own characters. As you pass the U-Guard, they do get in your way.
Oh.
And
Okay.
Imwern, the Mound Knight, who is wearing this wooden mask in front of where his face would be, comes to you. And in Sylvan, do you speak Sylvan?
I believe it is not one of my languages, no.
Okay.
Top has a universal translator.
Ah, yes, you're the universal translator. He speaks in Sylvan, asking for what reason.
Hi. I'm assuming that we can all understand each other because of the universal translator? It's not like a one-way thing, right?
It's a personal thing, but you
Yeah.
can talk through Doftoff.
Oh.
Doftoff
just
as
wave.
translator. Let's do it. Doftoff says, relays that information at all.
We are here to watch the proceedings, and we just wanted to add, I wanted to ask a few questions of the queen mother, if she would have the time, and it wouldn't be too much of a bother. I wanted to, yeah.
So while you were speaking, the queen notices you, the queen mother notices you, and puts her hand on Imworm's shoulder and says, "It's fine, Imworm. Let them speak." And he, grumbles back to his post. She says, "Come, follow me."
Like does like a deep bow to the queen and follows.
Yeah, so the four of you, or however many of you wish to meet with the queen mother, may talk with her.
does she speak Common or
She does. She speaks Common.
Elvish World?
She
Um,
speaks Common, Elvish,
I was
Sylvan,
gonna say she queen.
most of them.
all right. Who is kind of doing the like? Is it Blythe who's like talking directly
She
to,
shouldn't
or
be. Well, she is
It's
now, but
the four of you, so you're all
all right?
able
Well,
to.
no.
Ow.
Just as you begin to speak, I'm gonna do like a faint undercurrent of bagpipe, like not enough to be super loud and interrupt the whole trial, but like
It's just like a little
BGM,
squeeze.
back scoring.
yeah. That's my imitation of bagpipe.
Can bagpipes be understated? Is that possible?
Make a performance check, and we'll find out.
Let's do it.
Never hope for. Oh yeah, there we go.
Hello.
They can be.
holy cow!
Oh, by the way, everybody, even though I got negative scores in most things, I do have a very high charisma.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, you get this like low, quiet bagpipes going on in the background. You can still talk because bagpipes are one of those weird instruments where you blow the air in and then squeeze the air out. So as long as you keep blowing air in, you can
Talk in between.
periodically you can talk in between blowing the air in.
Nice.
So yes, the four of you go to speak with Elodile. She says, "I don't believe I met you. You are not members of the court."
no, we are not. I am Blythe. It is very nice to meet you, Your Excellency. We are here to attend the proceedings for the Elder Owl and we kind of need the Elder Owl back in. Is Molduna like a completely different?
Mulduna
Plane.
is the name of the
Or-
realm,
Okay.
this plane of existence.
Okay.
So you would be the region that you're from, or like that we generally start in, is the West Marches.
Okay, so we kind of need the Elder Owl back in the West Marches because there's elementals attacking the Great Tree. And well, it's a very important tree, and I know that it's a link to other places, and we would like the owl to be able to go back to protect it, but it seems that they are being trialed.
She considers what you say, waits to see if anyone has anything to interject.
I just like realized I've lowered my tone because we're in proceedings, and my brain was like, "Be quiet."
And yes, she looks at you and says, "The Elder Owl is not needed to protect the great tree."
But it
Oh,
was
sweet.
being eaten by a big Earth Lady, and the Earth Lady is gonna come back. We fought off the Earth Lady. She was very scary, but then she ran away before we could defeat her. So the
Are
tree could be
you
in danger.
speaking of Kaja?
Yes, that is
Hmm,
the Earth Lady.
unfortunate. I can see about sending someone else, but the Elder Owl will be staying here.
Well, I mean, don't we need to see the end of the trial first?
No, he is a traitor. These trials are simply a formality.
What is his crime
Treason.
specifically?
He worked with Arencard in an attempt to steal the heart of Spring from my daughter, almost killing her in the process. Then, as she escaped, he fled. Not to help, but to avoid justice.
And uh, is there irrefutable proof of that? Is it like 1,000%? Like we're definitely this guy?
It is what Ilazor, Ananthir, and Jormaral have said has happened. Who you do notice are the 3 people on the dais.
Begging your pardon, Your Excellency, but are they the ones running this here trial?
Ilazor is queen.
Yes, indisputably. But the other ones.
They are her advisors.
It begging your pardon, and I hope I'm not overstepping my place when I say this, but if they are the if they are the plaintiffs in this situation, should they also be running this trial? That seems like it's not as balanced and fair as justice would call for in this situation.
Oh, motion to move Thiariel to lead defensive counsel immediately.
Oh no. Oh no.
Immediately.
Are you implying that my daughter is not able to administer justice when she is the victim?
Not at all, Your Majesty. I'm just saying that there might be a more balanced approach to a trial such as this if there were someone else currently running the proceedings.
I mean, you got to think about public optics here. You got the lord and ladies here, watching, seeing what's going on here. They see, oh man, she's just dispensing justice as she will. Obviously, we know she's going to dispense good justice, but maybe it doesn't look that way if she's the one who's been wronged. So we slap a fresh person into that judge seat. Everyone can see clearly, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, that she was the wrong party here. Bada bing, bada boom. You have established more ethos in terms of where you're coming from as the wronged party here, and instill more faith in the crown and all that.
I would like whoever has the best persuasion to roll with advantage.
I have I have a only 4 modifier. I see that
I would
Fessy
also
has
say
6.
you might want to
6.
do guidance because I think that's fair.
Sure.
So whoever has the
I-
highest rolls with advantage and guidance.
that is not me.
After Festa's
Festa, I guess it's you.
Flight right there. Tough gives him a pat on the back.
All right. Okay.
Don't fuck this up.
Plus 4 or 1d4.
Plus 4.
Plus 3, 16.
16.
That's good.
Okay.
I mean, all right.
Blythe completely ready to be decapitated in front of the queen.
These are like kings and queens of ultimate power and 16 persuasion. Solid, but might not get the job done.
So it's not that she is convinced that you are correct, that Ilazor can't do this, but she is convinced that it is worth bringing up and saying, this is an opinion we didn't consider. You should consider it. And she actually puts her hand up and waits for her daughter to stop speaking, which at some point she does. And she says, "Mother."
Blythe hides behind Theo, like just like, oh, okay.
You have something to add? Yes. These fine folk, and she gestures to you, have brought to my attention that you as the wronged party are not impartial. While I do not think that impartiality is in and of itself a virtue in this case. It may look better and it may sit better with others in the court if you allow someone else to run the trial, leaving yourself as witness, not judge. And I'm going to roll for her.
Go queen.
She will
Roll
also
Queen
have
Mother.
advantage.
She holds influence. Very persuasive.
Elazor considers
Holy cat.
and gestures to you all. Who would you recommend as judge?
Well, we are partial because we want to defend the. Wow. I whispered to the party.
Yeah, it can't be us.
Uh, uh,
Yeah, scans the crowd.
I'm looking through everybody.
Doftov like looks over at Nyarxus.
He looks down at you.
How do you feel about it?
She is my queen, and I would like to take her word. But I am open to what you have to say if you have another argument.
well, you seem like a just and fair person who would consider all evidence brought to the table in this situation.
I would.
Would you be willing to oversee the proceedings of the trial?
Yes.
And then Blythe turns to the queen and just points at Nyarxus. Like,
Very well. Nyarxus, would you please come to the dais? And she gets off the chair and will head down over here. Actually, she's gonna talk to you first. She heads down over here as I assume some of y'all are gonna try and defend the Elder Owl.
yes, but shouldn't we try to look for... Is there anywhere else we're going to be looking for clues that can help us? Is the other question.
We doing this live, or do we have like investigation time to talk to more
Yeah.
people?
If you can convince her not to interrupt the trial that is ongoing.
Fair.
Yeah, Nyarxus goes around, finds his way to the dais, sits in her seat. Dormeral and Captain Ananthier take up positions to protect their queen. And you four, if you wish, Eladile, gestures to the opposite side of the court, or down just to where she is, her daughter is. I take it that you'd want to act as the defense?
Yes.
If we may, ma'am.
And yeah,
That was
And
the Queen Mother talking.
Yes. She speaks up and says, I nominate these four to act as defense.
Thank you kindly, Your Excellency.
To our running list of titles.
And as you go to where, actually, Dormeral is going to where the prosecutors should be. Elazor wants to have a word with you before the actual trial begins.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. Oh Lord. Okay. Oh God.
Doftov.
Big bow.
Yep,
Big
the
bow.
deepest
Yeah.
bow this 3-foot halfling can muster, and says,
Yeah.
Your Majesty, Spring Queen, I am Doftov Brimble Bramble, Lord and member of the Phoenix Guard. I humbly thank you for your audience on this most esteemed of days.
As members of the Phoenix Guard and representatives of the Summer Court, I hope that you will all be fair in your bringing of evidence.
Our reasons for being here are just in our own and have nothing to do with Uriaris or his leadership at this moment.
Very well. It still stands that I expect you not to pull underhanded tactics.
Now,
And what would those be? And for an
Right.
example,
is still undercurrent a slight bagpiping. So at this mention, Festy does stop.
I have expected a boom, 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 boom.
You can tell that she is frustrated with you,
fair.
but she does respect your friends and respects your organization.
We really should have brought somebody who was actually here.
Oh.
So she is going to go over to the prosecutor's side with her retinue, and y'all can take up place as the defense.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Fuck. Holy, Doftov is no. I've never met. Dovtov's never met the Elder Owl. I'm realizing that
Yeah.
now.
Blythe hasn't either. She goes
Nope.
right up to the elder owl and goes like, "Hello. Hi, you're a very pretty bird. I love the glowing thing. It looks amazing."
He looks down at you like, "Thank you. I wonder why you have come to my aid, but I will not question it."
All right. First of all, did you do it? Second of all, don't tell us.
If you did, don't tell us.
Nyarxus bangs his staff on the ground, calling everyone's attention to him. As Elazor has brought forth the charges of treason, dereliction of duty, and attempted murder,
Conspiracy.
conspiracy. What is it?
Conspiracy to
Not
commit murder.
acquaintance.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Accessory
Accessory.
to attempted murder. We will forego the reading of the charges again, such that the defense may confer with the defendant. And the Elder Owl is gonna hop on
Thank
over.
you, Your Honor.
You can tell that the Elder Owl does have a chain around one of their feet, keeping them within like a certain radius of the center of the room. But they stoop down to come talk to you.
Well, we were here because you left the tree, that was in your forest, and the tree's being attacked. Well, it was attacked. We defended the tree. So we would like to make sure that you can come back to make sure that the tree's okay. So can you tell us how to prove you're innocent?
The Elder Owl looks sad.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
He doesn't like that his people are under attack and that his tree is under attack, and kind of regretful because he doesn't know what to tell you.
No. Did you do it? Don't tell us. You can't tell us, right? He can't tell us.
Were you under the influence of Aruncard's mind-breaking magics that he's placed upon many powerful beings?
And he like stoops down. I'm not aware that Aruncard has mind magic.
The Belathesian petals, right? Right. Looks around.
Could it be argued that Alucard has these powers? It's incidental. Okay.
The Elder Owl looks at you in shock and thinks to himself,
Revelations.
did he use the Belathesian petals on me? He is unaware.
Oh. Can we search the Elder Owl for any signs of petals?
Just get into his plumage.
Yes.
So it's like to pre.
Yeah, can we preen the Elder Owl?
Yes.
You make an investigation check.
I'm good at investigation.
This is going to be at disadvantage, and you need a 20.
And I need a 20? Okay. Wait, before I do this.
Roll with guidance because you have a cleric. There's no reason you shouldn't be rolling with guidance.
Okay. Does anyone have a higher... Okay, so I have proficiency in investigation, so it's like a +8. Does anyone have a higher modifier than this?
Mm-mm.
I have a -2.
God.
Literally flat 0.
Yeah, literally flat 0.
Come on, dude. Come on. Ah! And
I mean,
it's even
Is
with
there
a
is there like a
D4.
pass without trace function we can use for investigation to get those buffed by 10?
I did remember that at one point I meant to give you inspiration, but didn't.
Yes.
So,
Because I also did pray to Raka. Well, it didn't go that well.
well, that wasn't why,
Wait.
but it was for
Yeah.
the exchanging of gifts.
Did you say you got a +8?
Yeah, because I have proficiency on this. Like yeah. What? Investigation, right?
Yeah, investigation. You have +4.
I have a +4 modifier, but my proficiency bonus is plus another 4. Isn't that how that works?
No, so it's a wisdom check, and then because you're proficient, you add proficiency. You have a
It's
+0 to wisdom, +4 for proficiency.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
If it were a wisdom check, Top would be all over it. It's unfortunately an intelligence check.
Yeah.
This is the
Oh, wait.
grave error.
Yeah, investigation. You also have 0 for bonus to intelligence.
Can I try again? Since I...
Yes, you can try again
Okay.
and then roll a d4.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll it with
Disadvantage.
yeah.
So you don't find flower petals in the burning owl's plumage.
Top. I don't know if this would be the underhanded tactics that Ilizor was thinking of, but he fires up his again. What's that thing called? Handheld scanner and sets it to Belathesian petals. Locate object.
Which would detect Belathesian flower petals within 1,000 feet of you.
Yeah, it would. I don't know if they are there, but it's worth it.
I also don't know if they are there. I didn't even think of that until you brought it up. I'm going to roll a... What's fair? I don't want to just say D20.
You can D20, and you can do the odds on that, like
All
what
right.
you had in mind versus like what this idea brings. Like
I'm going to say if it's 14 or higher, you find it.
it's a beautiful dream.
It was a beautiful dream. It was a very good idea. But it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. Just that there's no evidence of it here keeping in mind that this happened more than a year ago.
Right.
Are there any other signs of the mind control?
Not that you would know of.
Mm. Um, so I asked the elder owl. So did you do it?
What?
Did you try to kill Elazor?
I did not attack Elazor.
But you helped someone be able to attack her. Able to attack her.
Arancard attempted to extract the heart of Spring from Elazor,
But
which would kill her, and I did not attempt to stop him.
Why did you not attempt to stop him?
Because he wished to recreate the primordial heart and destroy the deep one.
So you agreed with him.
He is a very persuasive man.
Yes, we're aware.
Was.
Maybe again.
Blythe kind of steps back and is very upset by this and just like it's gonna be like okay.
I know this whole because I wasn't there for this part, and I don't know that any of us were, but if anyone knows, when was that whole blight seed to do?
This would be immediately after the
Attack on the
attempted
Rosario.
surgery. Which blight seed to do? 'Cause there are several.
No, I mean in Elazor and her attendance there.
So, as far as you're aware, the timeline goes: Arncard attacks, she flees, gets corrupted by the blight seed.
Bummer. I was hoping the corruption happened first. Never mind. There goes my defense. Sorry, team.
Can we really defend them then? If they did it?
We could bargain for a guilty plea, lower sentence, out on good behavior in 3 to 5.
As much as Nyarxis is presiding over his potential guilt, I imagine sentencing would fall to the queen.
And yeah, she would be a little pissed in the whole tempted to be killed thing.
Blythe looks at the elder owl. Like
Hmm.
very, very upset.
And
is
we.
there any... Oh, sorry there.
No, sorry, you were already talking. Go ahead.
No, go.
And we know for certain that he got the information from you. There isn't anyone else he could have gotten information from.
Which information are you talking about, and who are you talking to? Are you talking to the Elder Owl?
Talking to the Elder Owl, talking about like figuring out ways in which to attack the queen. And like,
Oh, he didn't consult me. Not on this, at least.
okay.
I didn't provide him information on how to do this. This was his own research.
You
So
just go ahead.
no, you can go.
Nah, I
Okay.
and not go for it.
So, if he didn't consult you, and I mean, you say you didn't stop him, but so didn't everyone else in the court. Why did you flee?
Because he failed.
And
He.
you
I didn't know that it was. Well, it wasn't supposed to kill her, first of all, but it did kill Coriglin and Coleus. I fled because he had failed to forge the heart. I had no reason to stay because my queen was gone.
so you didn't want to kill the queen.
No, but I didn't stop him from attempting to remove her heart of spring.
Did you have the chance to? Could you have?
I don't know. I could have tried.
What was
But-
your position at the time? What was your role here in court?
Counselor to Elizor. Owls are known for being wise.
But I just don't see how you are more guilty than Captain Ananthier or Yormorel or any other counselor who didn't stop this potential Heart of Spring extraction.
Yeah, I mean, if the only thing you're really guilty of is inaction and then action in the form of running away, I hardly call that worthy of charges such as accessory to murder and treason.
He's also accused for abandoning his post.
Well, his post would have. Well,
His post was with the Queen.
Well, Elizor, who wasn't the queen at the time, but yes. His post was with
Oh,
her.
that's right. Illidan was the Queen.
Elizor
What
is the current queen. His post was with her when she wasn't the queen, and he left. He did abandon his post. He does not deny that.
but he did think she was dead at the time, right?
He suspected, yes.
All right. And so I guess that's our defense, right? Reduce the charges down to just abandoning the post because that isn't refutable.
Hey, Elder Owl, as a counselor who's probably sat in on some of these, what's usually the punishment if we reduce your charges down to abandoning post?
I would be stripped of my title, rank, and power.
Which you currently do not observe in your current life as guardian of the Elder Owl's forest.
I would no longer be able to be the guardian of my forest.
Not to be totally callous, but would we get a new guardian?
The Ariel
I mean-
smacks Bestie on the arm.
Illidan,
Listen, I'm sorry for
already
asking.
promised that.
What did you say, Dave?
Said Illidil already promised that. Like she said, we'll send a new guardian because Kaj is causing problems, but it's not the Elder Owl. Right?
Yes, she did say that.
All right. So, listen, it's not ideal, but we can save a life, save the forest. Like, it, again, not the best, but at least our owl friend here doesn't get the whole treason deal. I don't know. This is a back burner kind of last chance. I'm just trying to scrounge something out of this pile of trial.
Pile of trial.
Why didn't you defend your queen? Or your post?
I didn't defend her because I was hoping that Arencard would be able to kill the Deep One.
But you could tell that he was trying, or he was about to attempt to take her heart.
Yes, not a fatal in and of itself procedure, but it did result in 2 other deaths.
When
Blythe is confused. Can
Okay,
Elazar
I
live without
can.
hearts?
So I can explain what happened in a. So what happened was the Winter King, Arenkard, had 3 members of different courts as part of his court. Those being Elazor, who is the queen now, Corriglin and Coleus, who are for the um,
autumn and summer.
autumn and summer courts. He attempted to extract a sliver of their power, the thing that makes them these like fey beings, in order to recreate like a smaller primordial heart. They aren't actually like beating hearts; they're gemstones that give power. It failed because Elazor didn't have a small sliver. She had the big gemstone, which what he thought was in Eladile. Because he didn't know that Eladile had transferred her powers over to her daughter yet.
Okay.
Um,
So it was an accidental about to kill her thing.
yes. Well, she didn't. It wouldn't have killed her, but she is saying he tried to kill her, and she fled.
Okay.
It did result in the deaths of Corriglin and Coleus.
Can confirm.
Yep.
Doftoff was at their tomb,
Yeah.
Jesus.
and there were ghosts in the walls.
Yes. And when, like, after the botched surgery, Elazor was able to leave due to Captain Ananthir and Jormaral, but not due to the Elder Owl, who fled. That is the events that happened, as you
Was
know them.
Elazar a willing participant?
No.
And-
Neither her, Corriglin, or Coleus were willing participants.
Timeline question: was this before or after Arnkard had extracted his own Heart of Winter?
This would be after.
So he had successfully performed the procedure
Yes.
and kept the patient alive.
Yes. Himself.
Right.
Oh, a big misunderstanding. That did result in 2 deaths.
Uh-huh. Well, and also,
And also the rest.
unwilling, so like literal, honestly, murder.
I mean, yes.
Not attempted murder, but there was not
Manslaughter.
intent, like
So
manslaughter.
on
yeah.
accident. Your Honor, it was on accident.
Uh, Blythe is just thinking about how Festi's probably gonna have to be the one doing the defense for the sake of rolling.
I mean, I can pop this bagpipe open again and get that bad boy going and see
Oh, yeah,
what.
my axis is a tree, and so
Could work, according to the information that you have.
Yeah,
Blythe-
trees.
Blythe knows this. Raz taught Blythe the song that Raz plays to trees. So
Blythe also knows that it wasn't her playing that did anything. It was her scimitar, so she's just like. About the bag, like she also doesn't want to like rain on Festi's parade because he's got the bagpipes. He's excited about it.
Listen, I know one thing, and that's that trees really like bagpipes. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, bagpipes are great. Blythe is having an existential crisis because she met an owl that she doesn't like, and she doesn't know how to deal with it.
Listen, I'm gonna get back to that idea. We reduce charges for our big bird here, and we get a new guardian. I'm sorry, Elder Owl, but that seems to be the best case scenario for everybody here, including you. And it sucks, but
He nods his head solemnly.
3 to 5 of good behavior. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. So, in court, do the prosecutors go first or do the defendants go first?
In American court, the prosecutors go first.
Okay, then I'm going to have the prosecutors go first. Because that's what I'm familiar with. And because it gives you a chance to rebut what they say, rather than prepare for it. So, Elazor, does all the flowery language at the beginning to say, Your Honor, blah, blah, blah. Lord Nyarxus of the King of Dryads and Treants. And then lays out these 3 facts. That Arnkard attacked her, killing Corriglin and Coleus, and leaving her for dead. The Elder Owl knew that it was going to happen and did not stop it. And he then fled to the Forest of the Elder Owl. And, basically this is going to be a skill challenge with you arguing your points and making persuasion checks.
Oh boy. Good thing persuasion is my boring charisma check, which is pretty good by itself. But again, Blythe, not great on this.
During skill challenges, you can use the aid other and cast a spell options.
Oh. And also,
Yeah.
this. Can I do this?
Bardic
Oh,
Inspiration.
can I also-
Yes, you can
As-
both use
Ability
Bardic
check.
Inspiration to.
Well, because I got my
Bolster
bagpipes
that.
going. I figure I.
Yeah.
Double bardic inspiration.
Yeah, Theriel kind of like pulls out their banjo and does a little ding 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 ding.
I don't believe you can have more than one inspiration or Bardic Inspiration. But you each can have Bardic Inspiration because there are 2 bards.
So this is what I'll do, and this isn't to say anything bad about you, Thariel, but I am a level 7 bard, and so I can do the D8.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give my Bardic Inspiration to the 3s of yous. If you want to give me your D6 Bardic Inspiration to me.
Yeah, I that sounds good.
Legitness. So each of you have a D8 of Bardic Inspiration.
All right, cool. And the charges are accessory to murder, treason, and abandoning his post. What do you do? So you've done Bardic Inspiration. We'll say that's free if you want to say that's free. What do you do?
Your Honor. We are here representing the accused, and we would like to argue with you today that these charges, while very serious and very important to consider, do not fully encapsulate the truth of the matter of this case in hitherto that therefore really what's going on here in short is that yes, there was an abandoning of the post, and the defendant here would very much like to plead guilty to that. However, accessory to murder and treason, while understandably these would be brought up, do not accurately describe the actions that had therefore been allegedly happened. As you can see, our friend here, the Elder Owl, and by friend I do mean client, did very much abandon post, understanding that, our guy out, what's his name again? He whispers to his things. The guy who was doing the killing.
Arnkard.
Arencard, sorry.
That's in character.
Yeah, that was in character.
Arencard.
Arencard, he came, he did, try to rip out some hearts. To be fair, didn't think that would kill everybody on account of like his own heart ripping.
Had successfully performed
Yeah,
surgery
he
on himself
had
before.
successfully surgerized himself. The self-surgery, it's very, he thought it was healthy. Turns out it wasn't. Did murder some people. We aren't here defending him right now. The point is, the Elder Owl here was under the impression that everything was going to be hunky-dory, did run away, but was not accessory, did not participate in helping Arencard, did not specifically trade on Ilazor, did, however, very much run away like a coward. We will accept that charge. Thank you, Your Honor, for that and for your consideration.
Good speech.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
So
I'm very good at talking.
roll a persuasion check with advantage and bardic inspiration and
Guidance.
guidance.
Okay.
So you get a plus
So
D8, no, plus D6, plus D4.
I'm gonna start by rolling the first thing, and then I'm gonna roll the other rolls separate and just add them.
Yeah. Well, you might not even potentially need them. Or you can hold on to them.
Okay.
Or you can always do the guidance. The guidance will always be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the guidance in there just for the heck of it. So
Yeah,
that's 28.
28. And you were asking for the charges, 2 of the charges to be dropped.
2 of the charges to be dropped with a guilty plea on abandoning post.
I think we could have defended that.
Well,
Maybe in our turn of the skill
yeah.
challenge.
I mean, honestly,
It's all good.
with a 28 and saying, yeah, we did one of these things, but the other 2 aren't there, I would say that is enough. Like, you could, if you want to argue that he didn't abandon his post because he thought the post didn't exist anymore, you could try that. But if you want to, but that means you won't be taking a guilty plea for a reduced sentence. So if you fail, he'll have harsher penalties. But if you rest on your laurels here, he will not be executed, but he will be demoted.
Excuse me as I briefly corroborate with my counsel. Hey guys, I think that if we enter the guilty plea, but then throw in the fact that he didn't think that she was alive anymore, then we could get the sentencing reduced, even if there's the guilty plea.
I think there is no way. Well, I think we could have defended it as Blake. I think there is no way to defend someone who ran away from their responsibility, be that either stand by the queen, defend the queen, or stand trial after realizing what you've done went wrong.
The Arencard is a master manipulator, and I do not know what happened in their conversation that would cause the Elder Owl to stand by or be convinced to stand by. So, but I don't know that we have any witnesses or evidence to suggest to prove that the Elder Owl was influenced.
Sierra kind of like turns to the Elder Owl and kind of gives the Elder Owl a look like, were there witnesses? Do you know?
Witnesses to what?
I mean, was there anyone else around during your conversation with... I'm so sorry, I also don't know this guy's name.
The winter,
Arencard.
Arencard.
Arencard?
No.
Okay.
This was a
Thanks for-
private conversation.
All right, so y'all are good with the guilty plea then?
I mean, I'm not good with it, but I
I
don't
mean,
know if we can.
things considered here. I mean,
Could we say mm, guilty, but because of see, no, Blythe just doesn't want this bird to be.
uh,
That's
God.
that's fair. Yeah.
that's no, you're allowed to feel that way. Listen, the bird. Listen, the bird did some stuff. Well, that's not what I'm talking about.
I mean, I don't know that he did, but
But I'm saying that we can at the same time pronounce the guiltiness and reduce the sentence so that everybody leaves at least somewhat disgruntled instead of one person being happy and one person being sad.
I think you could argue that you could argue for a lesser sentence on the guilty
Yeah.
plea because of circumstances.
Yeah. Because I mean, remember what we were saying before. Nyxis is going to be the one who proclaims guilty and not guilty. Ilizor is going to be the one who pronounces the sentencing. So I think getting in that guilty plea and saving him from death is going to be kind of one of our key considerations here.
So if you
Blythe is
want
just
to make
playing with
a
her
check,
bird
like
gifts.
another persuasion check aimed at Elazor, making an argument to Nyarxus, but really making the check to Elazor, you could perhaps convince her to lighten the sentence.
But someone else would have to do it.
No, I'm saying like
Oh.
working together. You
Okay,
could,
okay.
Like skill challenge is a bad. I wanted to do a skill challenge, but because like you're all casting spells and inspiration to each other, I'm just gonna go with that
Okay.
and just like let you roll the highest number.
Teamwork.
But yeah, if you want to argue to Elazor about that, then what argument would you go with?
I mean, we would. We are you asking me to do that thing if we want to, or are we just talking about it? Sorry.
You can just talk about it for now because I don't think you. I'm putting that out. You can do this because you are asking like, yeah, Nyarxis is going to say guilty or not guilty, and then Elazor is going to be the one sentencing.
Yeah.
So this is like a separate check. You guys can talk about it first.
Tough quickly turns to the Elder Owl and asks for timeline clarification. He says, when Arncard approached you to this, he had he already failed his operation on Korglin and Kolias yet, or had that not yet happened?
That had not happened. Those were 3 simultaneous rituals.
Did Ilzor know Kolias and Korglin well?
Yes, they all were courtiers in the same court. I don't know if
Does she hold you responsible for their deaths too?
I don't know. We have not spoken beyond
Fair.
this trial since that day.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's an emotional argument to be made for. Oh, I gotta look at the notes. For the ritual quest that Dothoff went on, Ritual Fear, where Coleus and Korglin have been effectively laid to rest, and their hearts have been repurposed into magical blessings, which may temper her judgment and fury.
All right. So we ask for we plead guilty.
Mm-hmm.
We reduced sentence based on, incomplete understanding of the full situation.
Circumstances,
basically.
yeah. Well, not incomplete understanding, like,
Mistaken assumptions.
yeah, and like emotional situation, I guess. And yeah, I think, yeah, and Dovtov's point of now their hearts are repurposed for a greater good. Was that what you were going for?
Mhm.
Kind of. Okay.
That
Yeah.
it's not. It doesn't bring it back to life, but they
Yeah.
have offered their blessings to the Phoenix Guard
Mm-mm.
and can be summoned. I should have brought this. I should have brought one of these.
Well, we
Dang it.
didn't. Oh,
Didn't know.
the full
You
extent
didn't
there.
know you were going to be arguing
Didn't know.
as the defendants.
Didn't know we were gonna be arguing. I thought we were gonna be shooting at things.
I
This is
mean, we can do
Blythe
that.
upset at the owl.
Well, I readied both like what the trial was in like abstract and a fight, just in case either one of those things happened.
And listen, I did get some cool new spells when I leveled up, so if we do need to do that, I can.
You see all these named creatures in this court.
Oh no, I do see all these named creatures in this court.
Yeah, it would be a tough fight, but you would have the Elder Owl.
True.
Listen,
But you'd also be
we
going
are-
against 2 Queens of Spring.
Yeah, and some of us are a little on the squishy side.
Mhm.
So
I think
There's
3 of
almost-
you are less than level 10.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to
my-
say. Most of us are on the squishy side. And this space is too small for any of my shit.
Yeah, I think that's the play.
very much bring my animal companion with me either. So
So, it's knew about the thing, thought it was going to turn out differently. In the end, obviously the death was bad, but the hearts were put to good use. No real harm meant, and all that. This
Okay.
is the argument.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I got all my.
And potential coercion from a known and proven master manipulator.
Yes. And, thought that she was dead at that point when he ran. That's also a part of this, yes?
mhm.
Gotcha. All right. Fessy returns back to Nearxus. And, oh, wait, no, that would come after that argument for, would the, I don't remember because it's been a while since I've watched a procedural, but would the argument for sentencing come after the pronouncement of guilt?
So, this argument that you're making, because Elazor is going to decide what she's going to decide, there's not going to be a discussion. This is you making one last argument to Nyarxis with the intention of influencing Elazor.
All right. And, okay, I'll say, Andy, excuse me, sorry, real quick, I just forgot something real quick and had to talk to them for that, 20 minutes. It was no big deal. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. Absolutely, we are entering into this guilty plea on behalf of the Elder Owl, but I would like to just note, so that all of the facts are on the table for the purposes of the proceedings of this court, that there were extenuating circumstances that led to the actions hitherto alluded, with which we have been discussing. So the whole abandoning post thing happened for a number of reasons. First of all, we've got this guy who, Aaron Card. He is a manipulator. Yeah, yes.
This time.
Who is a master manipulator who had, yes, spoken with the Elder Owl, with the understanding. What?
He's used Balathesian flowers to corrupt and control even other kings and queens
Yes.
of
Who's
Jesus.
who has been on the record as of having been using flowers. What flavor flowers?
Balathesian.
Balathesian flowers in order to influence, manipulate, and magically mind control other very important kings and queens and such, fancy people, to do things to his bidding. So we understand, first of all, we have this manipulator at play with the Elder Owl. Secondarily, and to that point, we also have that he had in the past successfully removed bits of heart from people, including, well, exampling himself, meaning that at the time of this whole shebang, the Elder Owl was under the impression that this was a non-lethal activity. However, thereto foreseeing that these couple of people had been killed by the process in which the heart had been extracted, he was like, "Oh shoot! This means that Elazor must have also been killed, and therefore fled with the understanding that Elazor had been killed. The assumption, I should say. Yes, again, fled his post. Bad thing. Shouldn't have done it. But this was the extenuating circumstances, not because of a lack of love for Elazor, but with the understanding that she's dead. What chance does he stand? Lastly, and thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate being here with you right now. We've got the understanding that despite all of the obvious chaos and bad feelings, bad vibes all around, I got to say that, and destruction, with, of course, the wrongful deaths of at least 2 of the Fae Court here, we have at least some silver lining in this power continuing on. Blessings of the Phoenix Guard, and I forgot, we can summon those guys, but just not right now, right?
If it pleases the court, yes. I participated in a ritual that freed the ailing and bound spirits of Colias and Coroglin. They now occupy powerful magical hearts that they're able to be summoned, and they have willingly bequeathed themselves onto us as the Phoenix Guard as we perform more rituals.
Absolutely. So, as you can see, we do have these extenuating circumstances that might influence the way in which you understand the actions of the Elder Owl in their guilt of abandoning their post. And we appreciate your time and consideration today. And he kind of does like a little half bow to both Nearexus and Elazor before stepping back to the bench, if there is one.
There isn't a bench, but there's an area for you. Yes, Eva, you have a question?
Blythe would also like to chime in.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Highness and Honorable Court. I would also like to make it known as much as possible that currently the tree of the Elder Owl's forest is in danger and has been under attack. And I think it is imperative that the Elder Owl is restored on that position for the sake of protecting this very important tree that has been there for centuries. As Kaja, being the person who was attacking the tree, even said, it is up to the Elder Owl to defend their forest, and I think maybe it is something only they could do. Thank you. And she bows. She looks at the Elder Owl with like just so disappointed like look on her face and steps back too.
Okay. So, roll another persuasion check. Regular this time. With inspiration, with guidance. You'll need to beat a 20. Start with guidance. 317. Okay. Awesome. So the court wraps up. Nearexus declares the Elder Owl guilty of abandoning his post, and that is all due to the fact that he did not return to Yilladile and instead started his own,
Gig.
started his own gig in a foreign land. He thanks you, the defendants, he thanks the prosecutors, and he returns to the
Gallery.
balcony over to where Yilladile is. Jormaral and Ananthir resume their former positions. And the Elder the Elazor takes up her throne. After considering the evidence and the guilt of the accused, I have decided to sentence the Elder Owl not to execution, but to exile.
Exile where, Your Majesty?
Elder Owl, you have broken my trust. And I do not think you should be in control of the forest that you have assumed command over. Therefore, I will be sending Nyarxus as ward of the forest, and he may allow you to reside there if he wishes. You may never return here to the Kingdom of Spring, the Queendom of Spring. And she gets up and she's gonna walk out. Cool. You have convinced her not to kill the Elder Owl, and yeah. Now he's just forced to reside in his forest under
House arrest.
house arrest,
Forest
basically.
arrest.
Yeah, forest arrest under Nyarxus, who is now the ward of the Forest of the Elder Owl. Cool.
Oh.
I know it wasn't what you were hoping for, but I mean, it kind of was.
Yeah, I think I'm so disappointed at the Elder Owl. Wanted to find and make more owl friends. I'm just disappointed. I go up to Doftov and I go, so if death means you go another place, doesn't that mean that the Elder Owl could have been banished to the other place through death?
That is one interpretation of it. Unfortunately, the powers that walk in the Deadlands are corrupting and incredible, and he would likely not have been himself for much longer if a power such as that exists in the Deadlands. Those would seek to control and wield it.
So the Deadlands is not a happy place.
It is not a happy place. It is meant as a passing lands for the dead to return to to move on to their final resting place. But unfortunately, that link has been broken.
What is the final resting place? But
that I do not know, as the link has been broken. We are a what's the terminology for the world that Muldoon and its associated planets are? Well, yeah, but like we're a not fractured realm. We're a closed realm. There's a terminology for us as a veiled
I forget. Sealed.
Something along those lines. There's something that we've used before.
Closed.
Yeah, we're Muldoona and its associated planes is a closed realm, and the dead cannot truly pass to their final resting place.
If
Listen.
they could pass, their final resting place would be nicer from where they are right now.
They would be able to find peace, yes, but no longer exist.
Basically, you only YOLO once.
You only YOLO once. This is the tenet that your Golan has taught me.
But still has a hard time grasping the concept of like only once, and it's just like
I will. Yeah.
but didn't okay. But didn't we have a few people that came back?
There are greater powers that can influence who passes beyond and who returns, and I am blessed to have a fraction of that power myself. And if it is your Golan's will, I can bring those who have passed on back.
The fact that those are your ideals is fantastic. I'm sorry.
I speak in earnest when I say you only YOLO once.
Blythe kind of like wanders around and looks at the owl and goes, "Well, at least you'll be in a place happier than the Deadlands." And keeps like walking away, like just looking at her totem, being like, "Don't do it like this."
Doff approaches the elder owl sequentially and says, "Zorfus got to us as fast as he could. We tried. I wish we had gotten here sooner, and that we had accompanied you to the initial meeting with the Spring Court."
It is not your fault. I was avoiding this. Oh, yeah, I was avoiding this, but you can't avoid it.
Feel that. The good news, I guess, is you do get to go back to the forest, and I'm assuming we'll have to speak with Neuraxis, but you'll be able to live your life for the most part. Similarly, though, I'm sorry that you can't come back here. Not that I think that you're. I don't think there's much love lost, at least on their part.
No, I think this is for the best.
I mean, you were a part of a conspiracy to kill their queen a little bit, so.
He does not laugh and smile. Cool. Yeah. Nyarxis will allow him to live in his old home with Nyarxis now as the ruler. Yeah, you've successfully beaten my court puzzle.
That was stressful. Damn.
I didn't get to cast Zone of Truth one time.
Oh man, I gotta
So,
go. Wow.
Yeah. I could have wreaked so much havoc. I have a question.
Yeah.
If Blythe wanted to start a greenhouse and owlery, like the same way Belen has like his shop, would that be a thing?
Yeah, that could be a thing.
Okay.
You could have.
The Ariel set up a law practice.
Yeah,
You can.
No,
We need one now.
I'm thinking about I wrote in my notes, Festi become lawyer with like a bunch of question marks.
Yeah.
Bestie and the Ariel are gonna set up a law practice.
Yeah, if y'all want to, that is a thing you can do. Right, so far we've been using stronghold rules from Strongholds and Followers. We can talk about that in the interim. if that's something you're interested in.
Actually, hell yeah.
Cool.
Amazing. Oh god.
Oh man.
Bards at law.
Oh god.
Personal injury lawyer.
Wait. You guys are gonna be board lawyers? Proficient
Yes.
in bard law?
Yeah, you have to pass the bard exam.
Oh,
Ow, I just took psychic damage.
oh god. That's
Oh.
amazing.
They're the type of lawyers who do have
Hold up.
ads. You may
Hold
be
up.
entitled.
I just
to financial
realized
compensation.
how great a joke this is. You know Always Sunny and bird law.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just offended a bird in bird
oh my
court.
god.
In bird court.
XP for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take it.
Also, XP for Blythe not taking any damage. I know this was not.
Yep, that is correct. I did tell
But-
you every session you don't take damage.
We all get 50 XP for Blythe not taking damage. It is in my other tab, my bio and info tab. Everyone gains 50 XP if Blythe hasn't taken any damage. She has not.
Cool. So I have Blythe meets Ganth. Ganth cures Maria. Finds out who Maria works for. Randy. Festa studies the people at the bar, asking what kind of music they like. Dariel makes Blythe a wooden bird statue. Toff gets Last Breath to help him learn Mass Heal. Blythe prays to Relcath for more information, but it doesn't work. Y'all talk to Raz. Festa purchases a bagpipe. Blythe talks with Toff about death and the seasons.
True.
You talk with Nyarxus and convince him to come with you.
Owl napped.
You correctly argue that Elazor cannot impartially dispense justice. You look for Belethesian flower petals. You determine the order of events and what happened. Blythe comes to the conclusion that she cannot defend the Elder Owl. You ask the question, does Elazor hold the Elder Owl responsible for Coleus and Corlin's death? You plead guilty and get the charges reduced. The Elder Owl is exiled with Nyarxus as his warden.
Some fantastic stat boosts from the bards and the cleric.
Yeah. Great
Clutch rolls.
synergy from the bards and clerics.
Best freaking teamwork.
Providing big bonuses.
And definitely needed that in that last roll where that 14 plus 3 plus 5 was what got
Yeah.
the charges reduced.
Wouldn't have got it
So it was
without
good that we
just
were
one of
all in that
those.
one together.
You saved the Elder Owl from execution and got him to keep his powers.
Yeah, that part. How would he lose his? Would they extract them from him?
Yeah.
You ever seen the Temple of Doom when he's
Like rip out an owl heart.
yeah,
And then, yeah, you
that's
got-
what he was gonna have done.
Bird Law, and Blythe didn't take any damage.
Yeah.
So that's
Classic
23 things, and I'm going to multiply them by
Everything off by
200.
technicality.
God.
So it is a bit of a lower XP session, but
No combat.
there was no combat, and 4,600 is pretty good, I think. Actually, hold on. I'm going to give you a little more. Because you changed, what's your face's opinion? I'm going to say just, yeah, let's go with 5,000. Just an even number. And then 250 GP.
Is the 2,500 GP? Is that our legal retainer?
Yes.
Yeah, our retaining fee.
Yes, it is. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you for showing up, and thank you for doing it so early because I forgot that I had stuff to do today.
No,
it's all good.
problem.
Is this money each or individually?
Yes, this is all each.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.